Hello, welcome to the Zero Ends channel. Please like and subscribe. Please enjoy our live.
Okay. Apologize. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the Zero Ends channel. I'm Zero Ends here. Hold on, let me do some things. All right, good. This should be a very intriguing one. Thank y'all or those that we watch in the clouds or watch from the beginning. Hold on. As you know, today's live stream will be dealing with the breaking news aspect of things here in the Zero Ends channel. So if you're new to the Zero Ends channel, welcome. And for those that want to know or how to, follow Zero Ends here on the YouTube side of things, you hit that red button and that top notification bell for uploads and live streams here on the Zero Ends channel. Also, you could also follow Zero Ends on TikTok. And I think that's pretty much it for now. There might be some other social medias that will be coming along with the Zero Ends channel as it goes and grows. Let me check my messengers. And let me make sure everything's set up before we begin. So sit back and enjoy, people. Oh, and make sure you guys share this. And as y'all come into the stream, make sure you hit the like button. Likes are free. That's my check. I think they're free. Let me double check. Yes, it is free. It's free. Okay, yeah. And and as you can see the thumbnail, It's that type of stream, as y'all know. It is that type of stream. We're gonna talk about a few articles, and depending how it goes, I might just drop it, see if anybody wants to have their thoughts and opinions. But it's totally up to you. And I'm looking through everything right now. I'm looking at some things right now, guys. And there's a lot of things to cover. Some has already been talked about throughout the news, but it's something to re-look at again. It should be a learning lesson. Shouldn't did that. Hold on, guys. I'm getting a lot of notifications. Let me see. Anything else around here? And trust me, there's a lot of information right now. And I might have to soon set up a Twitter for the Zero Inch channel. I might have to. I was still thinking about it, but Okay. Comment. Need to boost GIFs. Yeah, it's a lot of things out here. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, wait. Did I forget about the email list? No, I have not set up one yet, so don't worry about that. But like I said, today we're dealing with the breaking news aspect here in the Zero Inch channel. Hold on. Yeah, that's a lot of information out here. That's not good. All right. All right. So no further ado, let us begin. I'm going to really shut down anything that's going to be distracting, because there's going to be a lot of things distracting. I don't need this thing up here keep popping up. And make sure everybody gets notification. All right, that's it. So now let us begin. And like I said, I always got to do this before we get in the stream. Okay, hello. Oh, hello. I have my first commenter. Hello, how you doing? Miss Queens of Virtue. Good evening. Okay, the title for today's stream. As you see the thumbnail, you see it. Johnathan Majors shocking Marvel drops. Find out what happens next, or what is going to happen to him. Here's one of a first story, the main story of the breaking news, alongside the other story that's well known that has been talked about. And let me make sure I'm looking at both ends, because I'm going to be switching back and forth a lot of things. I'm not sure what the hell this dude's doing. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Miss Queen of Virtue, if you there, can you share this on your timeline if you can, sweetie? I surely would appreciate it if you can. Okay, I can see everything. Good. Let's rock and roll. So, Johnathan Majors. Before we read today's article about Johnathan Majors, we gotta take a step moment in time. Who is this man? Who's his brother? And let's find out who Johnathan Majors really is. Because we gotta look at his track record first before anything else. Let me see if I can pull him up on Wikipedia. And then we're gonna look at his accomplishments. Because to really understand what's happening, we gotta go back in time. So here we go. And make sure y'all guys be respectful if you can, chat room. If you can. Jonathan Majors. I'm not gonna go in detail of his life. We're just gonna go through the big quick synapse of him. As you know, his name is Jonathan Michael Majors, born September 7, 1989, makes him a Virgo. He's an American actor. After graduating from Yale University, and you always gotta be cautious. Any actor that goes from Yale, we gotta know what part of Yale. Is he a fraternity? Is he one of them dudes that's engaged in, bud plucking love? With the master's in fine arts in acting. Majors rose to prominence for starring in the independent feature film The Last Black Man in San Francisco. It came out in 2019. What age was he at the time? 30 years old. Ain't that ironic? He started his acting, his major promise of independent film, in 2019. That was 4 years ago, people. Moving on. In 2020, he gained wider notice for starring in the HBO television series Lovecraft County, for which he received a nomination for a Primetime Emmy Award. Majors has since portrayed Nat Love in the Western Harder Day Fall, 2021, then Jesse L. Brown in the war film Devotion, 2022, and a boxer in the sports film Creed 3, 2023. Since 2021, he has appeared in the Marvel Cinematic Universe versions of Kang the Conqueror. Now, as we're going to look at briefly, we're not going to read all this. As you know, he was born in Santa Barbara County, California. Spent his early years living with his mother, who is a pastor. Now, if you notice that he lately, for the last few months, he was on some magazine cover dressed in pink, looking and moving very feminine. And, it might explain why he was, I guess, the son of a pastor. And, most of that are, preachers, children, they tend to not to come out real good. I'm just saying, but I'm not gonna judge. Moving forward. His older sister and younger brother on the Vandenberg military base. As his father was in the U.S. Air Force, in 2020, Major said, "Our father, who loved us dearly, just kind of disappeared one day, and he resurfaced 17 years later." Majors has since reconnected with his father. The family moved around various cities in Texas, including Dallas, Georgetown, and Cedar Hill. He attended Cedar Hill High School and graduated from Duncanville High School in 2008, which, he graduated as he was touching and approaching 19 years of age, as you know, because he was born in the late 80s, mid to end of the 80s. And as you know, it goes to, he had like recent criminality such as drug dealers or murderers. He grew up around them. Ankle monitors. As senior Majors was arrested for shoplifting, suspended for high school for fighting, which we don't care. We don't go by his criminal or wherever his upbringings up to the point when he went to school and graduated from college back in 2016. He graduated with an MFA degree in 2016. Moving on. The career. Majors secured his first on-screen role in the NBC Mysteries when he rise while still a student at Yale. And in the series, Majors portrayed real-life gay activist Ken Jones as part of the research for his role. So he played a homosexual role during the mid part of the 2010 era. Okay. And we go scanning through more of the articles. White Boys, Rick, Out of Blue, more roles featuring in the 2018 film White Boys, Rick, and Out of Blue. So it looks like to me he started to really do some actual major films as late as 2018 from the looks of this thing. And you know, Major Rose Promise was the one when he came out in the independent feature film, The Last Black Man in San Francisco, which is the one that got him attention. All right, so we go down. And you know, we're not gonna go into his history of the films he did so far. Y'all can look that up yourself. Personal life, as you know, Major has one child, a daughter, so he has one kid. I'm not sure when the child was. And here it talks about his incident, but as you can tell, the background, these are the movies he did and some of the TV shows he appeared. So this looked like the films start in 2017, film in 2017, then was released probably around that same year or that in that year. So we look at his film career really did not really start off until back in 2017, now 6 years ago, and up to this point. So that's just the background. You can look for this for yourself. That's just the background. And usually we have to go for the background things before we start. And I see more people watching. Make sure you guys like the stream. You could chat in the chat room, please. Participate. I want to hear from the people. As you know, this is just the major breakout news. So don't be so mute. Express your thoughts and opinion in the chat room. And if you want, I can bring you up if you choose to. You want to voice your more reason with me on the live air. Now, on to the latest news about Mr. Majors. And it's sad to say, and I'm probably going to look at two different articles, but it looks to me, it's sad to say that this might be the end of his film career. And I say it might be the end of his film career. I could be wrong. I could be pretty wrong. But what I know. But let's look into it now. And one thing is sure that we're going to be talking about these ladies a little bit in a real sense, but in a more respectful sense, hopefully. I would have to disagree Hard Talk Radio, because it seems to me the people that's close to him are now they're now really not going to work with him. But let's go into the detail. And some that you could probably look into more in your own time, Mr. Hard Talk Radio, because this needs to be looked at and this should be really talked about, because this should be a learning lesson for a lot of us. All right, as you see the article here, and I'll leave you a comment here so that people know. Let's read along, shall we? Dropped by his management and PR team following assault and harassment charges. The actor has been charged with assault, attempt assault, harassment, and aggravated harassment. Now, one thing I'm going to do before I continue, I got to look through both ends because I'm not sure if my connection will be secured. So to eliminate that, I'm going to look on my other device to make sure everything is going good, because I don't want to lose connection on this. And it's not a good look too. Let me see. All right. All right, good. All right, so I'll be looking for my device, so I'm well sure everything's going well. All right. From aggravated harassment. This came out 5 hours ago by someone named Adi. And we're going to look at two different articles. So it's not the only article we're going to look at. We're going to look at another article. Marvel actor Johnathan Majors has been dropped by talented manager Entertainment 360 follow a domestic dispute that results in his arrest. Deadlines report that Majors was dropped by his longtime manager 3 weeks after the star was arrested in New York on March the 25th for an altercation involving a 30-year-old woman who was taken to a hospital with minor injuries to her head and neck. Ooh, okay, so it looks like this is something more serious. Oh, please make sure y'all subscribe to the Zero Inch channel. As you know, the chat room is open freely for those that want to respond. I did not put any parameters of how you could chat, but I would surely appreciate y'all subscribe to the channel. Let's continue. The publications claim that the decision to part ways with the actor was due to his personal behavior. According to the Manhattan District Attorney Office, the 33-year-old was charged with assault, attempt assault, harassment, and aggravated harassment. Alongside losing management, Major's public relations firm, the Lede Company, that represent the likes of Will Smith, Emma Stone, quietly parted ways with him last month. This seemed to be more serious than expected. Now, mind you, before I continue reading, and I should go back to previous articles on this, to go back a moment in time before reading today's biggest news on this, is last month they said that it was some little domestic thing he had with this, I guess, girlfriend of his, where what is alleged that she saw or peeped at this man's cell phone, and she had inclinations that this man might be having an affair on her back, and something that Majors didn't want to deal with. So I guess he walked off, and Jonathan Majors called the police on her. This is what was going around, allegedly, that's being spread right now. And I'm going to go find an article that probably holds more weight to that, if that's really true or not. But anyway, let's keep going. Representative for both Entertainment 360 and the Lede Company did not respond immediately to BuzzFeed's news requesting for comment. Immediately after Major's arrest, the U.S. Army pulled its Be All You Can Be ad campaign, starring the actors over deep concern around the allegations. While Mr. Majors is innocent until proven guilty, prudence dictates that we pull our ads until the investigation into this allegation is complete. A spokesperson said in a statement to the Hollywood Report, Majors, who recently starred opposite to Michael B. Jordan in the third installment of the boxing franchise Creed, was scheduled to attend the Met Gala on May the 1st as a guest of Italian fashion house Valentino. According to deadlines, he will no longer be going in a mutual agreed decision. Oh, a side note for those that's listening. Michael B. Jordan already started a process to draw a distance between Mr. Majors, for those who's not familiar. I just want that to sink in for y'all. That a lot of people are already siding and, are pushing away from Mr. Majors after this came out. And let me see if anything else on here. Hold on. One second, guys. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. Hold on. All right, let's keep going. What else? Where was I? All right, let's go to agreed decision. In a previous statement, let me move this. I want that. In a previous statement in BuzzFeed News, Major's criminal defense attorney Pyra Chaudhry maintains that the actor was completely innocent and is presumably the victim of the altercation with a woman he knows. Cottery added that video evidence and witness testimony would exonerate her client, and she expects charges to be dropped immediately. All of the relevant evidence to his charges is said to be with the DA office and will not be made public. Moving on. The unidentified alleged victim claimed Majors struck her with an open hand, causing sustainable pain and lacerations behind her ear, according to the complaint. Now, it looks to me that they're saying that Mr. Majors was very much feeling in his turn moment, getting into his turn moment where he, a woman talks back at him or try to say something slick to him. So he takes it upon himself to open the left backhand and wind back like it's about to be, like he's about to throw a pitch and say, wah, 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 wah. Yeah. She also alleged that he put his hands on her neck, causing bruises and sustainable pains. So seemingly after he takes his backhand and give her the most harsh pimp slap, he also begins to take his big hands and wrap around her throat and squeeze the living daylight out of her. Now, I'm not sure if this is true or not. This could be fake. This could be fake. This could be something that she's running her mouth and making up. I don't know. We don't know. We'll never know. But at the end of the day, this is what the claim is put out into him. And because this alleged incident, Mr. Major is going to lose a lot of money. Matter of fact, they said a lot of ads were pulling away from as we speak because of this. That's what I'm hearing. Well, anyway, let's keep going. Majors remains representative by talent agents WME, who did not return BuzzFeed's news requesting for comment on its claim. Majors was released from custody on his own, recognizing with a limited order of protection. The actor is expected to appeal before a judge on May 8th. That's 2.5 weeks from now. Or 3. So now that's the first article. Let's stop there. That's the BuzzFeed article. I'm going back and see if I can find another article that says otherwise. All right. Let's see what else news articles out here. And I'm trying to look at another one. I'm trying to look at this another article that goes some more depth. No, that's Twitter. Moving web. Let me see what this is. The Daily Mail. Yeah, let's go to the. I'm gonna look at it first. Yeah, this one looks interesting. Let me do this. All right, next article we're gonna look at is Movie Web, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. I hope y'all guys liking this so far. We're gonna break down 2 different articles. Some will say the same thing, some will say something different, but it's good to find different perspective of what's being put out here on the brother they call Johnathan Majors. Now, this article. Johnathan Majors booted from multiple projects following assault charges, which is anticipated. Until they're dropped, he might not get no roles for the next couple months. After getting dropped by his talent agency and PR team, it's been reported that Johnathan Majors is also losing movie roles by Jeremy Dix. Johnathan Majors' rise in Hollywood looks to be descending even more quickly, with the news coming in that he's losing multiple movie roles. Up until recent, Major was established as one of the Hollywood's hottest stars of today, as his include lead roles in the film Creed 3 and Ant-Man the Wasp, and the Quantum Man, that all changes in late March were or when it was revealed that Majors was arrested on charges of assault and harassment over an alleged skirmish with a woman he's been dating. So he's not his wife. This is someone he's messing around and fucking. Ain't that something? Though his legal team, Majors, has insisted upon his innocence, arguing that a text message exchange proved as such, but as of now, the charges still stands. In any case, given the seriousness of the charges, Majors was dropped from the U.S. Army Be All You Can Be ad campaign. It has also since been revealed that the Lovecraft County Star talent agency and PR team have been parted ways with Majors. Now, per deadline, it's been reported that Majors has been dropped from the protagonist picture movie The Man in My Basement, as well as Otis Redding biopic that was also in the works. Oh, damn. Otis Redding too? Wow. That's a big hit. Additionally, Majors has been cut loose from another ad campaign for the MLB Texas Rangers baseball team. The Man in My Basement was set to be executive producers by Majors in addition to starring the actor. No information has yet been revealed about his replacement, but casting is said to be underway, with musical biopic on the rise in Hollywood. Majors was set to take part in that with a starring role as Otis Redding in Otis and Zemia, a film made with the blessings of Redding's estate. In this case, Majors hasn't officially signed on for the part, though he was in consideration for the role up until his recent legal troubles. As you look here, will other roles be lost for Johnathan Majors, as you see side by side? Times will tell if this situation ends up costing Majors other projects he had in the works. Shortly before his arrest, it was reported that he was looking to produce and star in the understudy with Spike Lee to direct. The project is in the works at Amazon Studios, which hasn't yet addressed Majors' status in the film, which they're probably gonna drop him, most likely. It's also been reported previously that Majors will play controversial NBA legend Dennis Rodman in an up-and-coming film, 48 Hours in Vegas. Lionsgate is backing this project, and the studio has similarly not comment on the current state of the film, but as it's concerned Majors' involvement. Of course, something many people are asking about is whether Majors will continue to stay in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after recent appearing as Kang in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. He had been set up to be a dominant force in the future movies, such as the anticipation crossover film Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. That film won't start shooting until January 2024. And let me pause right here. Because they said that he can get this under control, they have until May the 8th to know the status of where he stands, if they're going to really drop this. And personally, this needs to be dropped as soon as possible, because all the other films that he might be able to portray either other musicians, actors, or any other major roles, that's going to be put on hold because of this. And I would anticipate the one role he should not be losing, and let me make myself bigger. The one role he should not be losing is to continue playing Kang the Conqueror in Marvel's Cinematic Universe, because that's where the money really is at. If y'all agree with me, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Well, if not, I understand. But out of many roles that he's going to lose anyway, because they're still in production and still in early phases, if they're going to go through with it, he's going to lose those roles, no doubt. But the one role he cannot afford to lose is that. So let's keep going. So there are sometimes still for Marvel Studios executives to mull over a potential recasting, but word is that no such talk has taken place at this time. And the reason why I say it not taking place because and Matrix is scheduled to face a judge on May 8th in relation to the charge against him. That's it. That's it. That's it for Mr. Matrix. We'll pause there. So, for those that's watching this, what y'all think? Do y'all think Mr. Matrix might lose his role in playing Kang for the future phase 4 or phase 5 of Marvel universe in regards to the Avengers and the King Nancy? Please leave a comment on your thoughts on this particular session and articles written about Johnathan Majors on the Zero Ends channel. Now, make sure you guys like the stream, hit the like button, share. Now, moving forward, we're going to look at this next article. And this should be a learning lesson for a lot of fellas or men that are, how can you say it? The men that are going to get married in the West. Now, this affects people from outside the West, but when in general, they're going to get married, nonetheless. That was known that a particular famous soccer player was getting divorced by his, I guess, lovely wife of I'm not sure how many years. And it comes to find out that saying to me she's not gonna get much anything out the deal out of this marriage. Word on the street is so where to start? We're gonna probably start with the US Sun. And there's a lot of things that's going around here about this man. And I'm not gonna read this one because this is like I don't like the title of this. Now I think about it. That's very disturbing. But we're gonna go through the Sun report and then we're gonna go down. All right, I'm probably gonna read this. Oh, all right. So let's begin. We're gonna share this. As written in the article, and hold on, let me read what the article states. It says something alleged of something that he did, like he committed something. Broke science confirmed that's what happened. All right. Spanish Tunisian actress Haba Abuka, I think I can pronounce the name right. 36 took to her Instagram page to update her 1.7 million followers, telling them that she and her husband were no longer together. And let me make this big for y'all. Oh, let me make this big for y'all so y'all can see. There you go. Matter of fact, that's good enough. Y'all should be able to see that. All right. The Morocco defendant has been accused of, She wrote, the reality is that while ago, after a lot of reflection, the father of my children and I made the decision to end our relationship long before the recent media event that have involved me, which are totally external. Abuk also refers to the pain and grief she experienced due to the separation and the failure of a family project to which she has given her body and soul. She added she did not imagine an additional to facing the usual pain that comes with a separation. She would also have to confront this shame as well. Abuk said, I need time to digest this shock. Early this month, French prosecutors confirmed that the World Cup 24 has been placed under judicial supervision on preliminary charges of, that. He is accused of, that. A woman after inviting her to his home while his wife was on holidays with their kids. Reporting into native Spain, claimed TV actress, etc., etc., etc. And following the, that, she's accelerating proceedings to separate for good, according to Sierra Digital. A previous Instagram post shows Abuk walking on Dubai beach with her two young sons. She captioned it, adding moments and including the hashtag family first and one translating as I die for mines. Madrid-born Hakim, who played for Morocco, is known as the North African nationals answer the day of Beckham. In December, he became a national hero when his winning penalties against Spain put Morocco through to the World Cup quarterfinals for the first time. He met Spanish actress Haba while playing for Borussia Dortmund, and they married in a secret ceremony in 2020. So they've not been married for a long time. It makes me question how long they've been together. Should be the question I ask. Because something didn't really make sense. I don't know if y'all guys paying attention to that. Some does not make sense here. Moving on. Their first son was born that year and another 2 years later. So they're 2 years apart. In October, the A-list couple posed together in a stunning photo shoot in Vogue, Arabia. Hakimin strongly denies the allegation. His lawyer's Fanny Collins said Miss Collins added the decision to investigate Hakimin would give him the opportunity to defend himself. According to the Le Parisien, Hakimin had been talking to the alleged victim on Instagram since January 16. He allegedly paid for an Uber to drive her to his home in a Paris suburb. She claims assaulting her before she was able to free herself by kicking him, then texting a friend to pick her up. The woman went to a police station on Sunday, but reportedly said she did not want to press charges. And you see, let me stop right here. Listen. Let me see. Ladies, let me do this because I have to really say this. Ladies, listen to me. Any form of assault that threatens your life or could potentially take your life, not only taking your life, but taking your innocence, meaning they will take your pussy, right? You must go to the police, file charge immediately, right now. Do not wait 5 months from now, 3 months from now, 6 months, even a year. If you were abused, that is criminal. You must make your voice and file charge immediately. And my thing is this, and I don't give no slack for a lot of women that don't do this, but I'm going to go there. When you don't take action immediately, it seems to me that there's no validation that there was a crime committed, in my opinion. That's why you hear a lot of dudes say, they will say personally, was there a report? Did you take action? They said no. So it seemed to me either two things. Either you like the attack, like the abuser, or you're just flat out lying. That's what comes to the mindset of a lot of men today. Now, if you report it, that means there's a paper trail. There's some that we could go back and validate. Since this happened that same day and you didn't take action that same day or the next day, wherever the case may be, and really you should give no more than after 24 hours. You should not be holding that in keeping that secret, doing all that dumb stuff. Because when you do that, you give time for the victim. You give time to the victimizer to think, strategize, or even make a hastily retreat. So, for future sake, and I know Queen of Virtue will see me and agree to me, take action immediately. And she said 100% straight. Yes. That's what you're supposed to do. Do not keep it in. All right? Moving on. Prosecutors launched an investigation due to the seriousness of the allegation. You can see this is the man Hakeem and his wife Habib or Habu. That's her kids. That's her again. All right. So this is like the latest news. But now let's go into the marriage. Let me stop sharing and find that article right now for y'all. Yes, you have to completely agree with me with that. Let me go back. Yeah, you have to, and let's be fair, honest. A lot of dudes might not like what I just said, but I don't give a crap. I gotta keep it real with y'all. You gotta take action immediately. You cannot sit back and as brush it off like it's nothing. It is something because your life, you don't have one life to live. All right. I'm trying to find the I'm trying to look at the next article, guys. All right. Okay. I'm trying to find the actual article. This is the Alariba news, but they're not really saying anything in it. So let me look at the next. Okay, this one look like it makes sense. I'm gonna read this article. So yeah, and that will probably be it with the articles because, like I said, did not cover this earlier, but I'm covering it now, so it's better late than sorry. All right, let's look at this now. And this is from the Outkick. Note. Can I get rid of that? Wait, pause this. No, I can't. Publish the story. It was brought to my attention that Akruf Hakim is facing primary charge of, taking someone's innocence in Paris. Primary charge in French legal system occurs when a judge was strong. And I'm sorry, guys. Y'all guys cannot see that. Let me make that bigger. I apologize. All right. Primary charges in French legal system. Judge has strong reason to believe there is a crime, yet it allows time for more investigation before possible trial. It's true, all of the following commentary is bunk, and I immediately thrown my support in his ex-wife's corner. In response to their recent efforts, I decided to relaunch what they call Anashur Bosch, Real Men of Genius marketing campaign. The first brother annoying as a brainiac is Morocco soccer star Akfra Hakim, who defeated his ex-wife Haba Abuka in a divorce battle. Hakim divorce situation could be as lame as any New York or California meeting. Hakim may have been on the hook to pay his ex-lady Abuka at least half of his soccer earnings. Now, mind you, they only been married for 3 years. And with 3 years, it makes it seem like she's entitled for half as well, which to me is kind of preposterous. Is insanity, because usually for a real decent marriage, you have to be in it for over 15 years. Much as the better you put in 15 or 20 years would be make more sense to claim something. But she's only married to this dude for 3 years. Now, I'm gonna give you my take after I finish reading this. Hakeem's divorce situation could have been as lame in New York. All right, I read that. This dude makes roughly 1.1 million per month. If it were me, I might forgo on Abuka instead of paying 550K every 4 weeks, even if she were the mother of my child. What? That kind of money I could just pay for. However, it don't come to that because Akim had an ace up his sleeve. Apparently, this brilliant man registered his assets under his mother's name. He included clothing, cars, and real estate. Reported the judgment against Abku gets even worse, as in she being recognized as the breadwinner of the couple. I said reportedly, since my sources isn't exact, Fox News or the Associated Press, yet Abu could be forced to shell out half of her acting salary to Hakeem. Oh my God. Ooh! Oh my goodness. Damn. 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 Oh wow. Yeah, say more. I gotta sit back and let that sink in. Now it look like she make money already, from what I'm hearing, because she an actress. I gotta look at her net worth. I might just do that. As I finish this arc, I'm gonna look at her net worth, see how much she really makes. Let's keep going. Yet Apuk could be forced to shell out half her acting rights. This is akin to an NFL team fumbling out of the back of their opponent's end zone. Not only do they not score a touchdown, but that team loses possession. And the sources of defeating divorce by Akeem, it actually argues about outkicks. Her coverage in the one, don't get me wrong, she's a missile, and I fight everyone reading this for her to swipe right on me. But Haba, a 12-year-old, then he's 12-year-old difference than Hakeem, who is playing for one of the most famous soccer team on the planet. Paris Saint-Germain from France, Ligue 1, or so I'm told. This is her. This is her. Abu is a Spanish actress with 15 productions under her name, including Spanish Sheer, that I'm kind of curious about. If we are being honest, I don't really like subtitles, but Cheers with Woody Harris and Ted Dawson rule. Either way, because of his career and direct deposit, when it comes to women, Hakeem probably lives in a world most guys can't understand. Alleged she wanted a divorce after catching Hakeem's cheating. Like, yes, no ish. No wonder of all-time stand-up comedian Chris Rock and man is only as faithful as his options, which I remember that same stand-up. Now, before I give my assessment, let me do this. I have to do this. I gotta do this. I'm gonna look this woman up. Cause I know what the guy's net worth, but we don't know what this guy's net. And she is a Scorpio from looking at it, and she about to turn 37 this year. We're gonna look at her net worth. Abu has a report net worth of $2 million. Oh my goodness. She has a bigger network than him. And she wants half of this man's wealth. Let me see if they got a prenup. I'm not sure they do prenups in Europe, but let's look at this prenup. And I'm looking at this now, guys. I gotta check if if she got a prenup. All right. This guy is 24 years old, and he has a reported net worth of $24 million. Though 8% of the PSG wage go directly into his mom's bank account. They married in 22. Okay, so I'm looking. I don't think they got a prenup. Now that I'm thinking about this, they did not really get a prenup. And the saddest thing about this is is not even his actual name and all the stuff. And it said Abuka has a report net worth of about 2 million and would have received 8.5 million in Hakim's own his assets. Neither party has yet to comment on a report of his wealth. The Morocco player is the 6th highest paid athlete in Africa, earning around 215,000 per week. Apu, who is 12 years older than Hakim, amused his small fortune throughout her career in television. And I'm looking down and I'm reading, I'm looking, I'm reading, I'm looking, I'm reading. I do not see. Yeah, I do not see anything of a prenup. Yeah, it does not say, people. That's the funny thing about this. But either case, she can't get most of his wealth because she doesn't know if this anything that he owns is in his name. This is sad. All right. Should I put the link? Yeah, I don't think nobody's come up, but let me do this anyway. I'm gonna say this. This man, I want to say he's stupid, but I believe at 24 years old, and it looks like his mom was a single parent from looks of things. It seems to me he does not trust himself to control what he does with his own money. So he gives the more trusty towards his mother of where all the money to his mother. Now, can I say this is a smart move or a bad move? I can't say that. But for a man that's still pretty young, 24 going on maybe 25, if I double check his date of birth, which I forgot to do, I'm going to do that now to know when he was born, because that's very important to know that. Let me see what's his date of birth. Oh yeah, I was right. He's about to turn 25 in November. So they both Scorpions, but they're like roughly 12 years apart. Ain't that something? He only been married to this woman for roughly almost 3 years. So I would say she knew him for less than a year. Maybe 2. That's very questionable. And let me check anything. Yeah, and I'm looking at the articles, and they said that she lost in the 7 because nothing's owned in his name, which they can't trouble. So one thing I will say, and I have to say this, and it's going to sound real screwed up, but I don't care anyway, that the man was pretty smart in a way. I can't say he's that smart, but I would say in a way he was very smart in how he utilized his money, or who gets control of his money personally. My thinking is this, that she knows who she's dealing with. And this is my thing, and this is what it kills me to find that when you find other older women, most women that are hitting the wall like she has, because she got married to him at 33 years old. So I mean, she was at the stage, a wall stage, and hitting almost approaching higher risk pregnancy at 33, going 34. That it seems to me that this woman know what she was getting into. Because let's be honest, people. You married a younger dude. And the reason why you marry a young dude that has money, or alleged has a lot of money, if it's all in his name, that he's going to fund your so-called lifestyle. And it was going to come to the point that you were not going to be involved too long, regardless of the allegation was true or not. My biggest concern is you marry a younger dude. 1 second, guys. And because of this, the consequence she faced is she might not get nothing out of this marriage. You get me? And because that, and let's be honest, since she's an actor, I mean, she already came in this relationship, she already got her own money. So to sit and ask for somebody else's money is very much questionable. And mind you, because of the stats of how much she makes, hold on a second. All right, guys, I got one person on the line. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Yeah, that's good. It's a Mary Brown from the Mary Brown Show. He's calling in. So Mary, question. We're gonna move forward. We're not gonna talk about John Matrix right now, but in regards to the soccer issue, to give you some context of this, it seemed to me that the reason why she said she's divorcing because he has committed what we call taking someone's innocence, rape. You know what I'm saying? That's the story that's floating, right?
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing about this, reading into more to the story. One, she's 12-year difference from this man. This man's 24, about to be 25. She's about to be 37 this year.
Okay.
And here's this. They've not been together that long. It looked like they only knew each other maybe for a year or so, because they got married in 2020.
Okay.
So that means this was not even an actuation that has to give them time to understand. They just tied a knot very sudden. And within less than not even 5 years, it's already about to pack your shit and go. And now you go, she wants half as well, which really in Europe, I'm not sure the laws are in regards to any of divorce, who gets assets. And it seemed to me there is no prenup. But here's the twist. She has money. She's an actress, a Spanish actress.
Yeah.
And he's a soccer player. So the assumption is she don't know how much this dude really makes, because she never looked into his,
His financial.
Yes. She's married to him because he looks good and he's a soccer player. So she thinks this man make a lot of money, which he does. But the problem is, when it was time to divorce and get the lawyers involved and stuff and go into court, they already revealed his actual assets, and even to the point where it said it's not even his. It's really controlled by his mother.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And I'm thinking either he's smart or he's not really good with money and he trusts his mother with his affairs. One or the other.
Yeah.
So my thing is this, that a lot of people say she could be a gold digger. I say that is possibility. But my biggest issue is this is an older woman dating a very young man. You get me?
Yeah.
To end it that sudden. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, it lets me think that, there are a lot of women out there that's dealing with younger men for whatever reason, whether they want to get their back blown out, whatever the case may be, that if they're in the arena, you mean in the in the groups like acting, sports, etc., that there's an only ceiling that they'll go so far to getting certain men of a caliber for them to entertain and possibly make a bag. But it looked like it's possible right now from what's found out that she's losing pretty bad. That she might not get what she wants, possibly. Because usually if it's not in his name, it's somebody's name, but you gotta go to the other planet to get the assets. Because nothing's in his name.
Yeah, she shouldn't. If they ain't been married that long, that she shouldn't really get nothing anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Just a little settlement, but damn sure not half, man. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I could sit there married like 20 years or something.
Or 15
you know
years. 15 years. 15 to 20 years, I would accept. But under 3 years, and now you say to me, I call that bullshit. Because you have not you haven't put no time. 3 years is not even marriage. You get me?
Yeah, that ain't long at all. But how can, has anybody verified this story? You know, people put anything on the internet.
I mean, right now as it stands, there's many sources with this, and the reason why it's getting attention, I'm gonna be honest with you, because the reason why people are covering it and other men are covering it because they found out that this woman that's married to this dude for under 5 years is not gonna get half his shit. That's the reason why it's covered. But I gotta look into reason why and reason what led to this. I want to know more background. They don't go into the background a lot of things when you hear this conversation. I'm reading the background of him. I look at his bio. He is a soccer player. He's from some part of Africa. Was age, zodiac. I had to look at more into to really go into what's going on between the two of them.
I heard he cheated on her.
That's what I heard too. And not only cheated, he might have alleged of rape. You get me? But the point is this: you marry someone that is 12 years younger than you. You get me? Now I'm not saying about older won't do the same, but when you marry someone that's young and you in your 30s about post-war, right there, it's like the success of that marriage is very slim. Not saying it's great, but it's very slim for a young man dealing with an old woman on the average. You get me?
That's what I was gonna say. She shouldn't even marry him, man. You know that dude was gonna cheat, man. He's young. You know what I'm saying? You know that dude gonna mess up, man.
And that's another thing. A lot of athletes are known to be cheating, bro. That's always question these women that's marrying these athletes if they get them in. It's the same with PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. She's like 6 years older than him. And this guy just started the NBA.
Yeah.
Some people can say if it's not a bag, why are you entertaining someone that young that's going to be very flourishing? Unless you're trying to sucker him, knowing he's going to fuck up and then they say, I'm going to take half your wealth and then go mess around with a secure check.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a lot of dudes are covering the story. I'm covering because I got no more context, but regardless what might face him, at the end of the day, she's not going to be entitled to enough because you did not stay in it long enough. And either of you just stayed long enough, you don't know much about this dude because you got married very sudden to him. Because if you got married in 2020, that tells me you and him have only been together for less than a year, maybe over a year.
Yeah.
So you don't know nothing about this dude. All you know is he looks good and he plays soccer. That means he's an athlete. That means he's going to have a preference for women. And here's a funny thing to let you know, bro. I hear certain female content creators be saying this dude might be mixed, and they try to point this man and his divorce with this Spanish woman as the same as other black men getting divorced and getting prenups and stuff. This is the mentality. This is the nonsense going on here. And I'm saying you can't paint
what the hell I got to do with black men?
Bro, I don't say the name, but I'm telling you, this is what they try to paint it as. This is the same representation of black men. This is delusional at this point, bro.
Black men do not have a monopoly on being shitty husbands. Like, they need to cut that bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? And they definitely don't have a monopoly on having mistresses and side chicks and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many presidents that had side chicks and shit?
Yeah.
You know, like, that's that. To be honest with you, that shit just comes with the territory when you're dealing with men of a certain caliber, man. It just comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It just kind of is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you got to think, like, those men, you know, they get they get propositioned every day by groupies and stuff like that. And like, you know, when Kobe Bryant was breaking it down, you might be able to say no 6 days out of the week, but then that 7th day, this chick come telling you how she ain't got on no panties, what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of temptation, man. It's hard to say no to that. Consistent. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
So when you're successful and it's publicly noted, that's going to attract energy from women. It just is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think a man should. I think he should resist as much as is possible, and he shouldn't indulge and overindulge like Bill Cosby. That's what got Bill Cosby caught up. Bill Cosby wasn't resisting nothing. He was leaning into it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's how he got himself in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta always weigh the consequences of doing stuff like that. As when you're a man, you gotta weigh the consequences of that.
Exactly.
And then to think about it, we don't know what she was doing. Like, we always just take for granted that women don't cheat, but they cheat too. Like Michael Jordan was cheating with his missus or whatever. Don't think that his ex-wife wasn't cheating. The women don't get caught like that.
Yeah.
She's not the public figure. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't really just gonna come out like that. But and women cheat too. They be fucking the pool boy and all kind of shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Got the Gardner Jorge coming over there, knocking the rings out that thing while he on the road somewhere playing a game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just never know what that woman doing.
I agree.
When you're a man, your shit gonna get front street before a woman. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I never just take for granted that the woman ain't did nothing. She just didn't get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, I feel it.
Just didn't get caught, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now moving forward to get your take on this on Johnathan Majors. Yeah, it seemed to me that he's losing ads, and eventually he lost some major roles that they didn't. They decided. Yeah, he lost one that Otis Redding. I think Otis Redding. Yeah, he's gonna play that, and some other roles coming in 2023 that they was supposed to start filming, but they decided to drop him. And right now, the only film industry right now that he's signed under to a deal that has not decided to drop him yet until after May 8th, because he's gonna have a court hearing in the next few weeks, which I will, for all y'all that's listening, I will cover it once it comes out. That is going to decide, what's the status, on May 8th. Now, most likely he might be able to get it dropped, depending if he hires new PR.
Ain't he the one who called the police?
That's the rumor that I heard, but I didn't really go into the previous articles that led to this. This is something I just did a follow-up, and I apologize, guys.
They gotta have him on. They gotta have him a white woman. Let me tell you, like especially ever since OJ, them people look down on that, man. They ain't saying nothing. See, the black dudes, they think because these white men ain't saying nothing and shit, and they run around here lynching their ass and shit that that they cool with that. But nah, man, they don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially right now with their numbers and their birth rates being what it is.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I understand, he didn't want to call the police, but they still put that jacket on him. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And them dudes, the dominant society don't really like that, man. Go look at the statistics when it comes to who's more acceptable interracial dating. Black people consistently have higher rates of being cool with it than white people.
That's just crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That if it tells you black people have no problem with, but other groups of people have a problem with, that tells you, and I know it's gonna sound controversial. Hold on a second. It's gonna sound screwed up, but Zero N said it best. That you should not be mixing, because other groups don't find it fun to be mixing in with us, or just in general. So if they're not comfortable and say it's a cool thing, that tells you as a black person you should not be doing it as well. Unfortunately. But like I said, everybody's their own people. They're gonna find who they're gonna find, and think it's not a problem. But I tell you, other race people are not geared to looking forward to mix in with black folks. You get me?
Yeah, black people are looked at as the mud seal, the dredge. You know what I'm saying? They're like the dredge the dregs of the racial hierarchy, man. So people ain't really trying to mix with black people like that.
Yeah.
We the only ones who don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't really trying to. They don't want. They from the vantage point of these other groups, other races and ethnicities. They don't want you coolies. They don't want you nigga coolies. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you messing up they race with your impulse control disorder, with your low IQ.
Yeah.
With your low brow behavior, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With your hypersexuality, like everything that's negative, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We the ones who don't understand that.
Yeah.
And we don't behave in a way like, as Chris Granderson would put it, we don't behave in a way that's pro-social one towards another. You know. So this whole thing where, you know, they think that, you know, getting with these other groups and preferring every other group of women over black women, and you got your brother, man, you should have been in there with a sister, you probably wouldn't be in this situation. Now look what the fuck you losing and shit. So what the hell you expect? People who that stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People not cool with that, man. How you call a few and you want to get fucked up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get you.
They wanted to do that. They know if they would. They know about doing that. They would sabotage this career. I'm talking about the police when they came there. How you call a police and you're the one get in trouble?
Makes no sense. Make no sense.
So, but he signed up for that. You know what I'm saying? So shit, what can you say? You did it to yourself, man. That's why I said, you know, they talking about SYSBM, sabotage yourself, black men.
You mean SBE?
Yeah, SBE, yeah. Spreading bullshit erroneously. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man. So just let them keep walking around in delusion. Like while we see young men, young brothers like Ralph Yarl get shot in the head by old white supremacists. And while niggas sit here and they bump their gums a mile a minute on the internet about what they think they deserve for black women. That's why I don't be wanting to hear it. Because you don't hear no stories of them doing nothing to a white child, and we already know why.
Yeah, you know they're gonna get that work. They're gonna get that work.
Yeah, they want to talk about what they think they deserve. Man, fuck out of here, man. You deserve just what the hell you get. You know what I'm saying? And I hope we get more of the same, man. You don't deserve these women types of talking about you, man, nigga. That's what I be wanting to ask. You don't deserve it. Exactly what you getting. Show me anything in there that supports you deserving that. No matter how many suits you put on, no matter how articulate we talking about power dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Too many of your asses comfortable with being in the subordinate, subservient position, period. They run like to call themselves an alpha male. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
How you an alpha male? Can't be alpha male if you don't have any capacity of self-determination. But you are alpha male. You get scallywags and pass around to lay up. That don't mean shit.
Yep.
Stand these dudes. It's sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard none of these. I ain't heard none of them covering that story, but they suck their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like too many of them.
Yeah.
You know, but they know that you ain't gonna never. You'll be hard pressed to hear about a story of a black person doing that to a white boy coming knocking on their door, but they know what's gonna happen if they do. Period. That's why you don't do it.
Yep. You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying?
You're surely right about that. Yeah. Anyway, Mevin, I hope you cover that when you get a chance. But any last thoughts?
No, I mean, you know, no, not really.
Oh, if you dare, what is this? D Darrell Spirit Secretary. Come up, Mr. D Darrell. Links in the chat room. All right, Mary.
Okay.
Thank you again. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's Amir Brown from the Amir Brown Show. Yeah. Like I said before, it come to me to know that with Mr. Majors especially, he know what he was getting himself into. Now, in regards to the other thing that's going on here that I did not really look into, and trust me, there are a lot of things that's being put out here. the thing that happened to that boy in, I forgot what state was it, when he got I guess taken out by an older man. I probably will look into that. If y'all want me to cover that, please leave it. If you get far in this video, leave a comment during the end of this video, especially. I will look into that one because it's making its rounds, and like I said, we cover more news side of things over here mostly. So I wouldn't mind doing so. Oh, and let y'all know, Zero Ends has a TikTok now. So please follow me on TikTok. Hold on, I'm looking at something, guys. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. All right. Yeah, so like I said before, recap on a lot of things. As you could tell, and oh yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button. As you could tell, personally, that woman should not be entitled half, regardless of the outcome of your husband. As I know that you're more than a decade older, I always have red flags. And the reason why, because a boy that's that young should not be getting married to no woman, especially at that age, and especially a woman that's a decade older. She's too seasonal, too mature, too old. And not only that, when a woman is that old and looking for younger dudes, that means she has failed in the dating pool to attract a man that's either the same age or a little bit older on the average. That's how I look at it. Because usually, to me, and I don't care what any woman will say, you dating a younger man, it seems to me you look for control. That's how I'm going to look at it. That you're trying to gain control of the situation. And we don't do that here. We definitely don't do that there. Okay. And I'm just looking at something right now, guys, before I continue. And make sure you guys like the stream. And subscribe to the channel as well. You know, subscription won't hurt. You know, I'm trying to grow this channel as well. I'm trying to make this more than it was supposed to be. And I'll try best as I can to make this as fruitful, informative, and hell, entertaining as possible. As you know it, man. All right, so let me remove this. And I don't see nobody really want to come up and give their take on a lot of things. So I guess we could end it here. Like always, to people that's going to be new to the channel, you know the deal, you know the drill. You hit the subscribe button and you hit the top notification bell for the live streams here on the Zero Ends channel. There's also uploads, but mostly it's going to be live streaming here on Zero Ends channel. Also, follow Zero Ends on TikTok. That's in the description of this video, and the links in the description on this chat room as well. So please follow Zero Ends on TikTok. There's only one video right now on TikTok. There are gonna be probably more to come, but still, follow Zero Ends on TikTok. What else? I think that's it. Oh, and please leave a comment too at the end of this video, and leave a comment on all other videos. I'll be reading it. I'll be looking forward, you know, and giving y'all response in the comment section of this video and many others. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching today's stream. Looking forward to hearing from you in the comment section of this one. Until next time, take care.